Hey, what's up, guys? Lou here, and I'm gonna do a movie review. One that's really special to me. Puppetmaster. That's right. Mm-hmm. Killer friggin' puppets. If you thought it was a movie about killer puppets, then you're right, because, that's what the name says. So yeah, kind of grew up with this stuff, In fact, I was such a nerd, I don't know, about 10, 15 years ago, I bought a freaking case. There's only two movies in this thing. I took a picture. I'll show you guys. But yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. You can't go wrong. I mean, if you grew up with movies like Chucky, you'll probably appreciate this. But if you're thinking like Silence of the Lambs, kind of intelligent horror, probably won't appeal to you. But for the other, 190%, this movie is definitely fun. The series, I personally love the second one because it's got a puppet that shoots fire out of its arm, torch. Google this stuff, guys. Um, so yeah, Puppetmaster. How did it begin? So there's this guy, Charlie Band, raised in Italian cinema. His dad was kind of did a lot of Italian movies back then. Was born over there, all that stuff. Or Charlie was born over there. Anyway, so Charlie kind of grew up with that mentality of watching a lot of Italian B movies and created Empire Pictures and did a lot of cool movies. So you've probably seen them. Movies like Reanimator, From Beyond, Dolls, those kind of movies. Tourist Trap. Um, yeah, so it made him a lot of money, and they were just gory films that people could really unwind to. Ghoulies, that's another one. The other thing with like little things killing people, I don't know, but so 1989, when they're like the tail end of Empire Pictures, because Empire Pictures was I think like going bankrupt, and yeah, they kind of fell. The empire fell, no pun intended. But then out of that came Full Moon Entertainment, which was like Charlie's thing, Charlie Band, and he continued these B movies, which were amazing. Seed People, the entire Puppet Master series, Demonic Toys, and they were just really entertaining. If you were a kid from like mid to late 90s, early 2000, they were just pumping this stuff out. The budgets were maybe questionable, but fun nonetheless. So anyway, back to Puppetmaster. Just everything about it made it connect. You had a really good director right off of Tourist Trap, David Schmoller. Um, it's another movie you want to check out, Tourist Trap. I don't want to get too into it, but definitely check it out. And he made so many other movies for Empire Pictures and Full Moon. Right guy for the right job, and not just that, stop motion animation. So like the claymation things, like Nightmare Before Christmas. Making puppets move and all that stuff. So that's what this guy did. David Allen was like this wizard. I think he had something to do with the Pillsbury Doughboy. I remember hearing that. I could be wrong. Fact check me on that. But anyway, this guy made inanimate objects come to life on the big screen. So Charlie Band hired him for Puppetmaster, and he continued his magic with his crew throughout the Puppetmaster series. Give it towards the end, he passed away, so other people had to kind of take the reins. There was an actual team of puppeteers that controlled the puppets, like 8 people to one puppet. So despite the low budget, the movies were real intricate and they worked. They had a big production, and it was just great. Missing in today's world of horror cinema, I think. But yeah, so Puppet Master's story, kind of simple. So, I could talk about every single one of them, but I'll just do the first one, not to confuse you guys. So, first Puppetmaster, right? Andre Toulon, right? He's a puppeteer. Escapes Nazi Germany. The Gestapo follow him to this California hotel called the Bodega Bay. And they corner him there, right? He knows they're coming. And this guy has all the secrets to reanimate life, right? And dude offs himself. Um, and that's it. Fast forward, present time. This guy, Gallagher, he's like a psychoanalyst, could see the future kind of thing, discovers the puppets. He winds up doing the same thing. So now bring in this crew of like paranormal techs or whatever, and all of them are like weird. You know, they all have like their own weird traits. Like who could tell who slept on this bed and had an affair just by touching it, you know, or something like that. Another guy has like dreams. Another girl's like a gypsy. And yeah, so the leader of this dude, of this pact, or whatever, paranormal investigators, is named Whitaker. And he pretty much kind of like takes him to this hotel at the request of the widow of this dude Gallagher, who offed himself. And they get like entwined in this, but every night they're getting like haunted and, you know, pretty much kind of like taken out one by one by these puppets. You know, we're introduced, the puppets are not really a mystery. We know they're the perpetrators behind this. We see them do the killings off screen, on screen. We hear them. It's very like a kind of like a impending doom kind of movie, but it's just great. You know, it's I mean, before this, you know, like I said, you have movies like Ghoulies, Dolls, but nothing this kind of caliber. You know, there's puppets. You know, but also, as the later series tells us, the puppets could be, depending on the puppet master, the puppets were either used for good or evil. And in this case, they were just really, really bad, you know. And turns out the dude Gallagher is not dead, but resurrected, because the key to the puppets, you know, coming to life is this, like, you know, ancient Egyptian alchemy formula, right? That you just like, boom, you got to make it out of, like, you know, brain tissue. And it's explained in deeper theory throughout the series. Like in one, you know, one sense, you know, I think in part 2, Andre Toulon comes back to life. Whatever. Anyway, throughout the series, the puppets are used for good, and they're used for evil again, and they're good. So, but the fun, the entertainment, it was a big Italian crew, I think, in the first one, because, you know, Charlie's connection with Italy. Sergio Salvetti, who was like big into, he's a director of photography, so pretty much like a cinematographer, did all the camera work. If you guys are familiar with, like, you know, Lucio Fulci, you know, Italian horror stuff, he, you know, had a lot to do with that. But the movie as a whole, Puppetmaster, is great. It's entertaining. Should be on your list of Halloween movies to see. I doubt they'll play it on a mainstream network, but you know, maybe on demand or one of those, you know, streaming sites. What I'm getting at is it shouldn't be hard to find, you know. And I can't recommend it enough. Puppetmaster. Anyone. I mean, there's like a prequel, but the prequel is like part 3. Like, whatever order you watch these films, you'll definitely enjoy it. And it won't disappoint. I mean, if you ever want to like buy them, you could get them maybe at your video store, probably not. But you know, like I got mine online. I have a Blu-ray of this too. So yeah, I like him. Like I said, I grew up with Puppetmaster. Made me want to be a filmmaker. That's how much I like him. Full Moon Entertainment. That's awesome. Charlie Band. Whatever the dude thinks of, he makes it happen. He's like, you know, the modern Roger Corman. If you guys don't know who Roger Corman is, look him up too. Little Shop of Horrors, the original. Come on. Anyway, if you like B-movies, if you like violence, if you like killer puppets, before Chucky, Chucky was a toy, the entire Puppetmaster series. You've been missing out if you haven't watched it. It's great Halloween fare. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. Alright guys, that's all I got. Yeah, nothing really else I could say. I mean, Puppetmaster 1 definitely is a great intro to the Puppetmaster series. Like I said, you could pick it up anywhere, and I guarantee you will not be lost, because that's just that entertaining. It's a B-movie, so it's like Evil Dead in a sense, you know. Evil Dead 1, 2, it doesn't matter, you know. It's fun, it's horror, and it's great. Check them out. In fact, and while you're at it, check out the rest of Full Moon's catalog. Guys, this is the month to do it. Do it. you know, scare yourself or have a laugh. And if you can, drink a beer. It'll be way more entertaining. I promise. All right, guys. That's all I got. Thanks for listening. I might have one more horror movie review in the works. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah. This is, you know, if you like Halloween, go nuts. This is your month, guys. For all the, you know, scary, creepy ghouls out there. You know, it's not like, where are you going to go, right? We're stuck. It's a pandemic outside. Can't do anything. Watch a lot of horror movies. And feel good about it. Alright, guys. Until next time, be safe. Don't text and drive. And, yeah, stay healthy. Alright, peace.